So I got to make a video log about my worldview survey that I made. I just want to first say thank you to my friend Nathan for being willing to do that with me. Me and him have been friends for a while, and we talk about a lot of things. We talk about a lot about theology and psychology, and so I just wanted to thank him for helping me get that done. And the highlights of that survey, we talk all the time, so it was just like we were hanging out again, except this time I was writing a bunch down, and I was trying to put together a pattern of his beliefs, and Nathan is into New Age. He's quite open to my beliefs. He still has his beliefs, but he's not completely sold on them, so that's good. So I'm hoping that in future talks that we have, that maybe God will use me to speak to him, and we can get him back into a right way of thinking. One thing that we talked about for a while as part of the interview was who is Jesus to you? And he gave the answer that he was a good guy with some good ideas, but he definitely wasn't the Son of God. He thought that he thinks that Jesus is a prophet and good guy. He had the power to heal people, but not necessarily the Son of God, and definitely not raising from the dead. And so I look at that, and I know quite a few people that treat Jesus like that, where you strip him of the resurrection, you strip him of being the title of Son of God, and they try to make him into just a Gandhi or a Mother Teresa, except maybe he had some healing power to him. Historically, people can't disprove that Jesus lived, but they take away the resurrection and the title of Son of God, and he just becomes another good guy with morals. And so that's definitely a difference in worldview, because Jesus is the Son of God. He's the only Son of God, and he definitely rose from the dead. Another thing we talked about was that I thought was cool was we were talking about. Hold on, let me look. I forget things here. What happens when you die. And he's a big believer in reincarnation. He thinks that that after we leave this life, based upon how well we did or how bad we did, we're going to come back as something else. And he likes to make a joke because I'm not a male model as far as looks, that I must have been a bad person in my former life, because I could use some work, he says. So he likes to joke. But anyway, so we talked a long time about that, and I was just telling him what I believe. He told me what he believes, and he has a belief that reincarnation is what it's about. That we don't ever reach the afterlife, because we just keep reliving lives over and over again. And each time, the life before determines where we end up in the next life as, like a pet or another person, but maybe in better shape or from a better financial aspect or whatever it may be. So we talked a lot about that, and those were the two highlights of the interview. So yeah, you can keep him in your prayers, and I'll continue to talk to him, and hopefully this is what you were looking for, Professor. But so anyway, that was the highlights of my worldview survey, and yeah, God bless everybody.